Hello, this is Paris calling day 5. There are 2 changes today. 1, I'm alone, I'm not with my parents. And 2, we're in widescreen today because I'm on my camera instead of my iPhone. This is the most important day of all. So remain unmoved, brave face, brave heart. But if you still believe that a ghost is a ghost, then heed these words and praise our toast. Oh, over here. For example, here you can see almost all the way to the Louvre. Here's a great view down this street. Here's, I think it's Place Vendôme. And over here is our destination. We'll start with the outside. This is the basic facade of the Opera House. It's so big you can't even see Apollo's lyre from here. But here are the angels up there, and it says Académie Nationale de Musique. And there's some composers, I don't know what NE stand for, and a lot of columns and statues and so on. This is the Imperial entrance. This is the map of the entire Opera House, upon which is a bust of Charles Garnier. They're obviously doing some cleaning here because it's a lot wider than I remember. Phantom fans will probably recognize this name, Rue Scribe. That means that Eric's entrance is probably around here somewhere, but I think they sealed it off by now. Here's where I want to be able to enter the opera eventually. This is the performers' side, where all the dorms look out, and probably the rehearsal rooms as well. There's the view through that gate of doom. Here's a rotunda, and below it something that I think leads into the season tickets room. They're obviously planning for some sort of party out here. And that's it for the outside. Let's go in, shall we? Unfortunately, you won't get to see the inside. However, here's a little model of the inside, and you can see that. Look, there's this chandelier, sort of. There's the seats. There's box 5 right there. First stop, season ticket holders room. This might possibly be the inspiration for the torture chamber, because there are so many mirrors around here. Also, Garnier's signature is on the top. I wonder if you can read it. I can't really. This is probably the closest we'll get to Eric today. Here we have a statue of probably a muse. Some great engravings on the ceiling. A mirror. Another mirror. And here we have a grand staircase. It is grand. Here's the ceiling with all of the art. Do a quick pan around the room. Balconies. There's some statues of people holding candles. And there's how you get to the outside on opera days. I don't remember how many kinds of marble are in here, but there are a lot. I think it was like 23 or something. It's also 30 meters high according to this. Here we have one of the gazillions of lyres in the Opera House. Garnier put so many lyres in so that if the Opera House happened to crash or get burned down or get destroyed by a bomb or something, somebody could find a lyre and realize that this was a building devoted to music. Doors for the orchestra level, doors for the first tier or the grand tier as it's called sometimes. This of course is box 5, the most famous box in the entire opera as seen by this sign, which wasn't there last time I came. I have actually been inside box 5 before, so I can tell you a bit about it. Yes, there is a pillar that you can knock on and it sounds hollow. Yes, you can sit in it while technically not being seen by anyone else. And it is house left. Don't be fooled by the 2004 movie. It's not the farthest box up on the right. It is on the left, and it's kind of low. It's on the first tier. And then came, as before, an additional paragraph in red ink. Box 5 on the grand tier shall be placed at the disposal of the Phantom of the Opera at all performances. I'd love to give Phantom-based tours of the opera someday. Grand staircase from the first floor. This place is so huge and so magnificent that you can't really capture it all in one shot. Someday I'll be allowed to go up there. Shh, we're in here secretly, nobody's supposed to know it. They're rehearsing for one of the ballets, I think. Can't really see the stage, but you can sort of see the boxes. That's the royal box over there. Can't really see anything from it, unfortunately, but back in those days, you came to the opera to be seen, not to see. You just barely see the chandelier from here. Back to reality. This is the moon room, and its pointy chandelier. This is the sun room, and its pointy chandelier. Are you ready for fancy? Bam! Grand foyer de l'Opéra de Paris. Just let you get a view here of the entire room. Take it in. We're on the outside balcony of the opera right now. There's the Place de l'Opéra. There's that street you can see down all the way to the Louvre from. And there's some shops and the Café de la Paix. And there's a bunch of tourists. Fun fact about the Grand Foyer, if you see right up there, there's a little smudge in the bottom right corner of the painting. In that smudge is Garnier's face, although you can't really see from here. Do you know the times? Something you can't help noticing here is the extreme abundance of mirrors. I think that was Eric's idea. So many mirrors. I guess they closed off the snack room, but it's right in there. There are so many reasons why I like coming here to the opera. As a tourist, it's one of the most beautiful buildings in Paris and one of the most beautiful in the world, and it's kind of underappreciated. As a music lover, I feel right at home because all of the art is about music, all of the lyres, and there are composers everywhere. And of course, as a Phantom fan, it gives me a chance to be part of Eric's world. I'm in the gift shop! Phantom-based books! There's a Phantom-based graphic novel, except instead of Raoul and Christine, they're Ingrid and Pierre. Fortunately, Eric is the same. I've kind of created their own grand staircase in the gift shop. Masquerade! I got myself one of these. Now it's time to go home. Bye, Eric! Sales week here in Paris, so I'm buying some stuff. Pimki really doesn't have the appeal it had a couple of years ago. Even on sale, clothes are so expensive. I just bought 2 items and I already spent over 100 euros. It's the Eiffel Tower and it's sparkling.